What time do we start boarding?
I 7:08, I think is what they said on the thing.
If you have all women on stage, it's easy to take the reins of a scene and to be a leader, where I think sometimes in a mixed company scene, some guys will take the reins and it's harder to fight against them. So with an all-women cast, it's usually a lot more, you see the strong women more clearly, I think, because they're not overshadowed by a strong guy.
In general, improvisation does tend to be, 75% male. So it does mean that it's a unique experience to be on stage with just all women. Doesn't mean that improvising with men is, worse or better. It's just a difference, because when you're performing with other women, there's other type of humor that arrives, other types of characters, other types of stories, and it's such a wonderful opportunity to do that.
Hello, Calgary, hello. My name is Mildred.
Gal stories tend to be a lot more from the heart, as opposed to maybe reference-based kind of from the head. So I find those stories much more interesting to watch, and they tend to be a little bit more heartwarming.
The further I've gone up in the world of improv, the harder I see that it is for women. And you just kind of have to know how to play the audience a little bit, know how to make that first impression with them that's not too jarring for them.
One of the things I love about playing with women is they're so accepting and so generous on stage. And it's not to say that men aren't, because I know a lot of men that are very much that. It's just there's just this warm, nurturing vibe, and really gender isn't an issue when it comes to characters, because you're playing the president, you're playing a Secret Service agent, you're playing ninjas. You're just simply playing them as a character who happens to be a woman.
You kind of have to worm your way into the hearts of the audience, where I feel like a lot of guys can usually just go out there and be really goofy and funny and that be what's expected, but with women there's always kind of a little bit of a question in everyone's mind first, and then you kind of have to win them over throughout the show. If you are part of that amazing show, if you're an audience member for that amazing show that just hits and it's just perfect and everything just lines up and that person says the right line and you have the perfect response and it's just all there, there's like nothing else like that.
Of the flower and non-flower plants. Thank you.